Amanda, and I'm coming to you with another video. I thought it would be kind of fun to do like a little kind of like week one-ish recap. I think doing these on Thursdays will kind of work out because the last day of the month is on it's on whatever day it is. Wait, I have a calendar right here. I can look. I think I planned this, so okay, yeah. So Thursday is like the 30th. So if I kind of do like these little recap things at the end, then I can end the month with a little weekly recap. So this is going to be kind of like week one-ish of a recap of 30 Inks 30 Days. I figured it'd be a little better to do this while it's kind of like fresh in my mind still. So yeah, so actually, hold on. So what I did is I did create a Google spreadsheet, and I am keeping it private for now, and then once 30 Inks 30 Days is all done, I will make it public, and then if you want to like read my notes about it or see if I have any information or if you have any questions, that way you can contact me about it. But this way, because I do, like specifically for the weekends, I do pre-film a lot of my ink choosing because, well, I mean, I do it the day before anyway, but because of the weekend and having people home, I will like Friday, well, except Thursday. Today, I'm gonna have to pick like all my inks until Monday. Yeah, so because I do specifically on the weekends pre-film stuff, I don't want to like have it out there in the public. That way, it's spoiling like what I've chosen for everybody. So yeah, so once the month is over, I'm going to make that spreadsheet public, and if you want to look at it, you can. And I figure what I'll do is for 30 Inks 30 Days, I don't know if I'm going to film it every day like I have been. It's really fun though, so maybe in June I will still do that. Maybe I'll think of a different way to do it, I don't know. But yeah, I want to be able to share my thoughts with you, and I figured doing a video on it would be great because then you can see like some of the other notebooks and things that I've been using the inks in. And then also it won't be like 7 hours long for me to go through all of the inks for 1 month. So the first thing I want to show you is in my Hobonichi. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm at Hello Lovely on Instagram. If you're following me on Instagram there, I have been documenting like some of my work, my daily pages in a Hobonichi, and it's I use this cover. It's the Ukrainian flowers cover from like 2 or 3 years ago. I freaking love it. And I haven't, this is from a previous Inkflight. I haven't really used, oh, sneaky peeky. I haven't really used this. This is like my challenges notebook, and I was gonna do like, I think this was a Rock Your Handwriting from like January that I wrote all the prompts down in but never used, and then I didn't do anything with it the rest of the time, but for April, I'm documenting my inks. So these are all the inks that we've had so far, starting with day 1, obviously, and today is the 9th. So this is kind of like what they all look like all together, and I think that's so pretty. Like, it's coming together. Like, this week looks really nice together. This week looks really nice together so far. I'm still waiting for like a red or a brown or something. But yeah, but then I'm also documenting my pages. So this is my first Instagram page. This is the Sailor Manyo Nekoyanagi. It's really pale, but it's not as pale as like today's ink, so I like this one a little bit better. Let's see, what did my notes say? My notes said it's kind of too light. Yeah, it was a little too light on this paper and the Maramon, although it's nice now that it's dried. That's what they kind of look like next to each other. And I started a bullet journal, but I didn't start it on the 1st, so I don't have this ink. Well, that's not true. I do have this ink documented in here. I went ahead and started I have to put today's ink. Oh, yeah, I have to put today's ink in here still, but this is like the whole month so far. And then this is like a spread of my no-buy challenge and me posting 30 Inks 30 Days. And actually I can fill these in, but I don't have the pens right here, so I have to like do that later. But anyway, so that's kind of like what they look like. This is a Leuchtturm 1917. It's the purple book, and I just kind of did some stuff and things and all kinds of stuff. Ooh, I hope you didn't see that. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Anyway, so yeah, so that's how these two inks compare. And then yes, and then this is day 2. It's I'm not gonna say it. I looked up how to say it and I freaking forgot about it. So anyway, so this is the Midnight Blue, is what I'm gonna say. And what I've been doing is I've been doing a quote of the day from Brainy Quote. They have like 6 or 7 quotes based on, like, some are just a picture quote of the day, and some are just quote of the day, and love quote of the day, and nature quote of the day, and all that stuff. And I just pick the one that I like the best and write it down. And then I've been following the Rock Your Handwriting prompts for April. So that's what I've been doing. So this is Jacques Herbin, Midnight Blue is what I'm going to say. And then this is my pen friend pick from Creepy Nibs, the Diamine Deep Dark Blue. It still makes me laugh that I picked one of his inks and the first one was blue. Like, this is the only blue that he sent me, and that's the one I pick. I loved writing with this ink and this pen. Actually, this one, though, is like my favorite. I love this ink. I have a bottle of it on my wish list now. The flow was great. I used it in the Lamy Studio. It was an excellent combination. Actually, the Lamy Studio, I have not had an ink in that pen that I don't like. Just a shout out to the Lamy Studio. I have the fine nib, but you can swap them out if you have like safaris and stuff like that. Those nibs are swappable, and so I can use any nib that I have on it if I want to. But so far, I've kept the fine nib on it. And then this one I used a Jinhao X750, the Shimmering Sands pen. And I swapped in a Nemesign broad nib, and when I first started writing with it, it was like this nib gushes anyway, but it was like super wet, and I was kind of scared it was going to be like overwhelming, but it calmed down the more I used it and kind of got some of the ink out of the feed, and yeah, it was great. I loved it. In my bullet journal, these 2 inks, this is the day that I started my bullet journal, and like, I don't know how much I want to show you of that. But I did like a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, actually I lied. I did, hold on. That's not gonna work. Okay, I did actually do some writing with the Manyo in this notebook, and also this is the Blue Minuit. Oh, did I say it? I probably didn't say it right. And then this is how, the Diamine Deep Dark Blue works out. I love that ink. It sheens really nicely here too, but you probably can't see it. And then we have day 4 and 5. I love these 2 on the spread. And this is kind of like what they look like in a like term. There has been ghosting, but nothing so far has bled. But that's just like to be expected. And then this was, I wrote this list on day 5, that's why it's not in the day 6 color. And then I wrote this list on day 6, so that's why it's not in there. And I have little stickers that I'm using to put the quarantine days in here. Here's 6, here's 7. I used ink 6 to like cross some things off, so it's not featured in here very heavily. But yeah, and then 8 and 9. And then here, you can't read it hardly. Like, I have to put it up to my face to like even be able to see it. But yeah. So that's been super fun. So I didn't really go over like my notes of these ones. In this one, I loved the pen. This is my Twisby Rose Gold with the broad nib. Love it. Even though the ink is called purple, I wasn't super like excited about it. I think this is like a warmer purple, and I think that I've decided that I prefer bluer, cooler purples. This one screams more pink magenta to me, and I actually think it's very pretty, but I did not enjoy using it on this particular day for whatever reason. This ink was really lovely. I am funny. Yeah, it was really lovely to use. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Some days I don't write a whole lot, so I actually didn't use this a whole ton. Other than like bullet journal stuff. The Noir Abyssal, I don't know, I probably said that wrong. The Black Abyss, that's what I want to say. This, I loved this combination. It was a Platinum 3776 with a fine nib, and it's exactly what I needed after having like all these like wet pens. It's exactly what I needed. It was great for like doing work stuff. It was amazing. This ink is the Ferris Wheel Press Pumpkin Patch. I liked this one too. The shading is freaking amazing. It was a bright, fun ink. After using these two inks together, kind of remind me of Halloween, which is amazing because October is my birthday month. And yeah, like I'm not like super crazy Halloween-y, but I love Halloween. Like it's fun, and you get to eat candy. Like what's better than that? But yeah, but the shading on this was amazing, and I actually yeah, I just really loved working with this ink. It was a little dry at first, but like I think this pen, it was a Lamy Safari with a medium nib, and I think the nib might have a little sweet spot because it was like really good or really bad. So depending on how I like was turning the pen, I think really kind of affected it. And then yesterday's ink was this Papier Plume Marina Green. I love this ink, and I think that this ink actually goes well with the day before. It actually is like a pumpkin. But yeah, so I thought this was beautiful. I enjoyed working with this. I didn't actually get to write with it as much as I wanted to, so I'm glad that I'm keeping a lot of these pens inked up because I really want to revisit the combinations next month. And then today's ink, which you can probably not see very well, is the Ferris Wheel Press Sweet Honeydew, which is a beautiful ink color. It's amazing. It's the perfect name for it. Like there's no other name they could have named this that would make sense. So I'm glad that they chose the name that they did. It's just really super light for what I am using, like for just normal everyday purposes. So I kind of like did some swatches here, and like I've been using it, but it's not very useful. So I've had to use like a normal, like just a normal gel pen for like the work stuff that I've had to write down. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm gonna like kind of use it in my journal because I've been journaling every day. I have a few days to catch up on, so I'm gonna have to like use a couple of these pens to catch up, but I have been journaling every day, and so I will use this in my journal in some capacity. I probably won't write a lot. I might just like ink up the whole page and call it a day. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. It's not evening. And then yeah, and then I'm gonna have to choose inks for all these. So I love how this spread is turning out. It looks really pretty, and I like how all the inks look together. I was writing like the name, and then a friend suggested maybe just like coloring the boxes in it, and I was like, actually that's a good idea, so I did it. Yeah, so and then we'll do another little flip through the little Waterman notebook. This has been super fun to use, and I think there's like 70 pages in here, so I could probably do this in June as well. Yep, but here's this. We'll just do like a flip through because it's fun. I love how this ink looks on this paper. I actually love how this ink looks on this paper too, but just, I don't know. I guess I wasn't in the mood for it. I was really excited about a purple, and it wasn't what I kind of expected. Even though I did the card, like, and I have an idea of what it looks like, I was just kind of bummed about it. I loved this combination. I love this one too. And I love this one too. And this one is pretty, but I'm not loving it as much. Not because, just because it's so pale. That's the only reason. It's not good for like everyday writing. It's good for like playing with and doing doodles and ink splatting all over the place and just doing fun things. I think if I were an artist and did art things with ink, that would be great as well. But everyday normal writing is it's a little much. And I ended up, when I did, if you watched the video already, I inked up a second pen, and I did actually clean this out because I think I might use it for whatever ink I pick for over the weekend. I'm going to use it at some point during the weekend, I think. But yeah, so that's our ink choices so far through day 9 of 30 Inks 30 Days. So I hope that you enjoyed this little video, and I hope you've been enjoying my journey doing this. I have had a lot of comments, and it's been pretty like encouraging. So yeah, I'm kind of like gonna be sad when it's over and I'm not recording videos every day, but also I'm also kind of excited to not record videos every day, if that makes any sense. It's not a lot of work, it's just a lot of like preparation. So anyway, I'm having a lot of fun, and it's a really enjoyable way to like figure out which ink to write with. So I hope that you're enjoying yourself and your stay here, and thanks for being along. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for just being here. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with another ink pick. Alrighty, take care. Love you. Bye.